What's up, everyone? Welcome to Program Your Remote. Today we're going to be programming a smart key to a GMC Yukon. This is a 2015 Yukon here, but it will be the same on a few different years. And this is also going to be the exact same for the Tahoe and the Suburban. So this procedure we're going to be looking at today is going to be for if you've lost all the keys for your vehicle. So right now we have no working keys. This is our new unprogrammed key. The other thing about this procedure is it's a timed procedure. It's going to take you about 30 minutes. So just make sure you allot yourself enough time, and you'll want to keep something to time that, because there's going to be in 10-minute intervals. So allot yourself 30 minutes. You'll need something to time yourself. And then on our new unprogrammed smart key, when you get it, there'll be an emergency key in the bottom, and we need to get that key cut. This will be the only part of the procedure you really can't do yourself. Your options for that are going to be a dealership or a locksmith. We usually recommend automotive locksmiths. So once you have those couple things, we can go ahead and get started. What we want to do is take that key and we're going to put it in the driver's door, and we're going to be turning counterclockwise or to our left 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we open this, on the dash, we'll notice there's the message saying remote learning pending, please wait. So at this point, we need to go ahead and set ourselves a timer. Your owner's manual says to give yourself 10 minutes, but I usually wait about 10 minutes, 15 seconds. So once we get close to that 10-minute mark, I'll check back in. Okay, so we're getting close to our 10-minute mark, and there's just a couple things I want to go over quick, questions I get a lot about this procedure. Number one, do you have to leave the emergency key in the key cylinder? It doesn't matter either way. You can, or as you can see, I took it out. The second thing is the messages that we're looking at on the dash, those are always on there, but they only illuminate for about 10 seconds when you open and close the door. So if you're not seeing that, just try opening and closing your door. So we just hit 10 minutes, 15 seconds. So now what we want to do is we need to go in the vehicle. As you can see now, our message has changed. It says press engine start button to learn. So that's what we need to do. Come over here, press our stop start button, and then it's going to go back to remote pending, please wait. And at this point, we need to start our timer over. And we're going to go ahead, well, I'll reset this, and we're going to do it for another 10 minutes. All right, so we're coming up on our 10-minute mark for the second time. We just hit 10 minutes, 15 seconds. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to repeat everything we just did in the previous shot. Come in here, press the stop-start button one time, and then we need to reset our timer for another 10 minutes, and I'll check back in then. Okay, so we're just reaching our 10-minute mark for the third and final time. And at this point, you'll need your unprogrammed transmitter handy. We're gonna go in the vehicle, come in, and we're gonna press the stop start button. And now it's gonna show ready for remote 1. So we need to look in the center console. And this right here is gonna be the transmitter pocket. We need to place our unprogrammed remote in the transmitter pocket. Then we need to come over here and press the stop start button again. Now we need to take our remote and press either the lock or unlock button one time. At this point, if you have any additional remotes, you'll repeat the previous step for each remote. Put it in the transmitter pocket, pressing the stop start button, and then taking it out and pressing the lock or unlock button. You can have up to 8 remotes programmed at one time. When you're done adding remotes, we're going to hold down the stop start button for 12 seconds to exit programming mode. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now our remote should work. Let's test it. The remote portion working. So let's make sure it starts the vehicle. That's a working remote. If you have any questions, please let me know.